Oh, God, you can't fucking hear. Oh, my God. You can hear now, can't you? Oh, my God. I've been talking. I've been fucking yakking. I've been going on like a fucking maniac for fucking 7, 8 fucking minutes, and I had the fucking mute on. Oh, dude. How unfucking professional of me. I just want to crawl in a fucking hole and die right now, okay? I feel that badly about myself. Oh my God. Shit. No, fuck that. I'm going to just crush through this shit and move on, right? Fuck that. I'm not the only live stream that's ever fucking had a mute button on ever. Like, I've watched people do it a lot, right? So I'm a fucking moron. Really sorry about that. Okay. But fuck it. I'm going to press through, right? I'm going to press on. So anyway. Hello. God damn. Man, what kind of fucking upside down, goddamn bizarro world are we fucking living in? Right? In yesteryear, I would have gone back and tried to recreate with the last 6 or 7 minutes that I just babbled. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. What does it matter? I'm just going to talk some more. We are, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, all right. Anyway, oh shit. First of all, Mama's taking a nap. Too many gummies, right? Anyway, in a long week. And it's been a long week. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm bringing this show to you people. Boo. Come hell or high water, I'm bringing this fucking show. Doesn't matter how I feel. Doesn't matter that I fucking took a nap and I'm like, it's 6:40. I wake up. Oh, the show. It's like tough shit. The show must fucking go on, right? And my best friend Anders, right? And I love this guy dearly. I love him, right? But I'm probably going to just share a little too much about our relationship, okay? I'd speak to him almost every day, right? And I met him through my first live stream here on TruthSlinger News. And he was in some hotel or some shit in New York, whatever. He lives in South Carolina. And we spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours together this first night. Broken live stream, whatever. And I know that sometimes our live stream freezes up, and I'm going to try and figure out that bit rate. But you know what? I just generally don't give a flying fuck, right? Because you hear me, I know the audio is completely unbroken. And that's audio is what it's all about, man. Right? Your brain will fill this shit in what you see, right? You understand what I'm saying? So Anders has been my friend for a very long time. And Anders, the poor soul, Jesus Lord. I want you to pray for Anders. Okay, he's my best fucking friend. And he came to me because I lost my last best friend. For a long time best friend. Okay. 20 years, long time. And Anders came out of the woodwork. Seriously, nobody fucking vibes to me on YouTube. Okay, everybody's on X right now. If you look at the goddamn chat, right? Every once in a while. I got Anarchy Television. I got 2 or 3 fucking people from YouTube, right? 2 or 3 quality people, which is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for quality people. I've spoken before. I said I am hard on relationships. I do that fucking shit on purpose. I've only got so many goddamn years on this fucking earth. You understand what I'm saying to you right now? Okay. And so I press things immediately. I go right to the heart of the matter. And what do I have now? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I have. Okay? It's people that start with a handful of fucking, coal. I got diamonds. I have diamonds. because I pressed in, man. I pressed in. Everybody is gone. Everybody is gone. And God has given me new things, new people, new relationships, right? But let me tell you something. Andrews, bless his soul. Bless his heart. You understand what I'm saying? He's doing some shit every goddamn day. He wakes up. He fucking hates what he's doing. He's driving Uber. He's driving a fucking car. Now, he's brilliant, okay? And he should be the fucking producer of my show right now. And my co-host. I mean, and nothing against my wife, right? You have to understand that when we get down there, it's going to be a threesome. Not like that, but you understand what I'm saying, okay? My wife and I are going to have a show, but Anders and I are going to have a show. And you've never met Anders. I have. And God brought me Anders. And he's so special to me. There is not a day goes by. And I'm not trying to work up emotion. I'm trying to choke it back. You understand? There's not a day goes by that we don't talk to each other. Because I love him. And I got to meet him for the first time when I drove down to Florida to see my parents. And right now, Anders can't see further than what's going on right now in front of his face. Okay? And I've been there. I've been there. So that I don't share too much. I mean, he's just tired. He's tired of running on the fucking hamster wheel, right? And so, like, I have Florida to look forward to, right? I have things to look forward to. Much of what Anders has had is he went to South Carolina, and many things died for him. So I want you to keep Anders in your prayers, right? Because he's just having a tough time. And I'm trying to tell him that, like, man, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months from now, I'm going to be down in Florida, and I'm going to come see you. And he's like, dude, I can't see past tomorrow, right? So you understand what I'm trying to tell you, right? I mean, that's just, it's not a good place to be. It's not fun. Other than that, I hope your 4th of July was great. Mine was a lot of fun. I mean, you watched it last night. So it was a lot of fun. We did enjoy the shit out of that. As a matter of fact, I made some short clips because I'm trying to tell my wife. She just all this week, right? We did this show every day. We did the news and stuff. Oh God, I'm sorry. I got sinus problems. I'm really sorry. So all week I've been trying to build her confidence up, right? And tell her that she's doing awesome and whatever. And listen, especially you out there, Denise, I want you to understand, okay, that the kind of encouragement you've given my wife, okay, which, I mean, I love the shit out of her, okay. She's had it rough. Okay, she's had it real rough. And I just want her to be happy. And when she's on here with you guys, she's fucking happy. Okay? And she feels wanted and needed and special and like she can do this because she can. Okay, of course she fucking can. Right? And so, this is, holy shit, right? this is a dream come true for us, right? And and it's Friday night news. Well, fuck it, whatever. If I get to the news, I'll get to the news, right? That's not why you guys are tuning in. You can get the fucking news anywhere, right? Right? So, hopefully you tune in for authenticity, right? So, anyway, okay, this week we did 5 shows, right? 5 in the morning and 5 at night. And if you've been with us throughout the week, you've understood shit like you've heard us joke about shit like not having sex together, because we're old, and stuff like that. And so we're sharing. I mean, we do this. We're sharing parts of our lives in many ways. It's like almost like a therapy, right? It's like I started this thing because I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if I don't talk to somebody, right? And a fucking therapist. I'm going to a therapist on Monday, and my wife's going to a therapist or whatever on Monday. But, what the fuck? How am I supposed to process all this kind of shit that's going on? And so she's just been terrified. She's. I mean, like I told you, we become hermits out here, whatever. So for her to get behind this mic, okay, and start coming out of a shell, right? It's pretty fucking special, right? And so as we've done this, like many years ago when I was in seminary, we went to England. And it was one of the most wonderful things I've ever done in my whole life, man. Shit, I was in seminary, and it was a school trip, right? And so we went, okay, and it was so cool, man. I took like 3-4 classes, some shit like that, right? And man, we were. It was like the one time there was my wife doesn't like to be hot, okay? She just fucking hates it. And we went during climate change week in fucking England, and it was so goddamn hot, It's so, it was fucking hot. And so it was everybody had fans out, selling over there. But already over there, by the time we got over there to fucking England, it was already fucking migrants everywhere. I mean, Arabs and shit. Like my dad said, the Arabs. Fucking Arabs and shit are over there. And so we went over there, and man, we went for we just went from monument to monument, graveyard to graveyard, because these seminary professors, they wanted to pack our fucking schedule. But it was awesome, man, because we stayed in college dorms and shit like that, with cheaper and whatever, and it was relatively inexpensive for what we got for the trip. But man, we busted ass, and we went up to Scotland and stuff, and it was really neat. It was really fucking beautiful. And we got to see where Braveheart was filmed. We went on a bus with Ian McGregor. This motherfucker, man. Oh my God. This fucker. Let me tell you something, man. I love my wife so fucking much. If you ever come against my wife, I'll rip your fucking head off. Okay? You got to understand this right now. Right? I'm gonna get my dog. Hold on. No. Come on. No. Come. Come on. Come on. So this guy, Ian McGregor, right? My wife makes the mistake, right? Because we don't have. This is not like the days of cell phones and watches, and I mean, yes, there were watches, but we're just sitting there, right? This motherfucker goes, he's a real prick, right? We've already had 2 or 3 stops where this guy is going. He's looking at his fucking watch, and if these people don't show, he started to make the bus driver drive away, and people running after the bus. This was 1 or 2 stops before Loch Ness. This motherfucker Besides, he wants to tangle with me about my fucking wife. She says some shit about he's like what you gotta be back at this motherfucking time. She's like, yeah, what fucking time is it? And he dressed her down, and I took everything for me not to fucking walk up to the front and punch that motherfucker straight in the face, dude. You understand what I'm saying? And say so, but I'm in seminary. Okay. I'm in fucking Baptist seminary. Oh, Jesus Christ. So anyway, I told him, I guess, in the most proper language that I could, that if he didn't fucking step back, man, pretty much I was going to go up there and thrash him, So anyway, God bless my wife. And God bless that guy, Ian McGregor, man. It was the greatest trip. It was one of the greatest trips of my fucking life. And you know what? I went with my ex-wife. I went to Europe. And it was during a time when I was working as a combustion engineer. I don't know if you guys don't know like a lot about me. So like maybe fucking it's Friday night. It's after 4th of July. Fuck the news. Joe Biden's a fucking potato. Okay. All I'm gonna do is show you how Kareem Jean-Pierre is gonna tell you he's not a fucking potato. Right? So yeah, my early career, right, was in combustion. Right? I like to burn things. And so I have all my life, I mean, when I was a little kid, in the fucking garage, man, we're throwing firecrackers or shit or pouring gasoline down in the fucking, drain and shit and lighting it on fire and burning our fucking eyebrows off and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's me, just adventurous, right? So combustion, that's what I went into. And I didn't mean to. I was actually in fiber optics research because I have a degree in physics with mathematics. That's what my thing is, right? But, I also kind of had the problem where I was kind of like doing drugs and stuff. And so I wound up like sort of in treatment like once or twice. and all that kind of stuff. But, this happens to geniuses, right? So... And I'm not reading any of the comments. I'm going to read them all fucking later because, tonight I'm just kind of going to flow with this shit. I love all of you for being here. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. We love you and whatever. But tonight, Mama's down and, but goddamn it, I'm pushing this fucker across the finish line. So, yeah. So I like to burn things, right? That's my thing, man. Combustion was my thing. So that's what I did, man. I worked for American Gas Association, which is like a regulatory agency, like the CSA, it's not actually owned by the CSA. And what's cool is there was a lot of headhunters would get that place, because it's like, where do you train a combustion engineer? Well, American Gas Association would be probably a good place to do that. So, I got this job, man. My first job was in Fort Smith, Arkansas. And, but I mean, I traveled all over the world doing shit like, the stuff I could say. Eventually, I mean, I'll make a long story short. I'm not going to tell you the whole fucking thing, but I became one of the best people in the world regarding combustion. And the reason is most motherfuckers, they don't really understand why shit burns. They just understand that it burns. Okay. And so what they're into is doing trial and error shit, right, on stuff. Until it kind of works right. Dude, see, that's fucking stupid, okay? I mean, that's basically like bumping your head against a motherfucking wall in a dark room until, you bump your head against the wall and the sound is different, meaning it's a door there or some shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? To me, that makes no fucking sense. That's not being, I don't know, a scientist, right? So, science, man, that's my thing, like I said, physics and math. And so I learned why shit burns, right? I mean, I wrote like white papers and stuff after I left, and I went around. I used to travel around all over the world, and I tell you, man, Europe was fascinating, and I got to be in China. I got to be in China for 16 weeks. was always the tallest motherfucker in the room, man. Always. and right, and I have brown hair. Everybody has black hair in China, and they're all like 5 feet and shorter, right? And China is a weird motherfucking place, man. Let me tell you something. I'm sitting there on the stairs. But first of all, the whole place stinks. Okay, just like worse than New Jersey. Like we talked about it last night. We drove fucking through New Jersey, and this is no fucking joke. New Jersey stinks. I mean, fucking goddamn stinks from fucking the time you cross over from New York to after you leave Newark and get the fuck out of here. I'm like literally gonna make a goddamn show when we move to Florida, okay? I'm gonna time my fucking travel just so that I can do my morning show, right? The two of us can do it live, going through fucking from New York, to going through downtown city and going into Newark and smelling it. I'm shitting you. I'm not shitting you. This is what I'm gonna do. I promise you, right? So anyway, China's, stinks. And they're all riding around on scooters and shit that are like 2-cycle engines. The whole fucking place, it's smoggy. Everything stinks. If you leave the fucking hotel and you go down to the market and you come back home, and there's some beautiful shit, right? I mean, Oriental stuff and art and, right? It's cool, right? I mean, if you want to go to a temple and like bathe yourself in like Buddha and incense and shit. It's fine. But the sun never fucking shines over there. Okay? And I'm like, it's creepy and weird and And so I know about jet lag, by the way, Joe. Fuck you, motherfucker. Jet lag. 12 fucking days to recover from jet lag. I've fallen asleep in staff meetings, people. Okay? I was kind of a semi-important guy, right? In the world. I mean, I sat around important tables, I think. I mean, I probably influenced the fucking water heater in your goddamn closet. Probably. Okay? Because I designed a lot of shit. I have 17 patents. Right? Which the whole thing, right? Like, well, gee, Tim, how did you get saved? Well, that's a story for another fucking day. Right? But just to let you know, I mean, You're not talking about a believer in Christ that's a fucking moron here. Okay? I used to work, and when I say I used to, okay, I used to work math problems that were like 5, 6, 7 fucking pages long. Okay? Yeah. Okay? From, a proof just from start to finish, right? Now, I couldn't integrate my way out of a wet fucking paper bag today. Okay? But I understand the concept. And I understand how to learn. And my focus changed, shall we say. Right? So I tuned my shit to, I hated, oh God, guys, I fucking hated philosophy in college. Oh God. I hate it. It was stupid. I didn't understand it. I don't know what the hell was going on, right? I love philosophy today. Fucking philosophy. Right? Like, what the fuck, right? I mean, oh, wow. It's just amazing that what God does in a man's life, woman's life. And so, anyway, getting back to Jen, wow. I met her through the internet, right? And wow, talking about Jen, like, I'm kind of in deep now. I mean, she's sleeping, and I know you're just like dying for me to tell you about shit, like more about us and how we met because, well, we're like internet phenoms this week, right? There's like all these followers and people like interested in our lives. So I got to be really careful if I can tell you. Right? All right, so let's just put it this way. My wife was on a dating site. And I was on a dating site. And we met each other on the internet on a dating site. And then we went to dinner and we fell in love and we lived happily ever after. That's pretty much the story. I mean, really, it is. That's the sanitized version. If I were running for political office, that would be the story I would tell you. What kind of dating website did you meet at? What? What do you? Well, let's just say that I don't like plain omelets. Okay, you understand what I'm saying, right? I think it's a little on the spicy side. And, you know, shit. I'm going to get in so much fucking trouble now. Anyway, so we like it a little rough sometimes, right? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know what this has to do with the price of meat in China. I really don't. I don't know why I'm going down this path. I don't. But like I said, it's been a long, emotional, tumultuous week, and so you know, it's like the thing what makes the magic of this shit, right, is that there's people out there that like that can relate to your life, and I just. I mean, we started reaching out like a long time ago, long time ago. And like I said, Anders came through this channel. He came through the first shitty live stream we ever did. And now 259 episodes later and like 12, still shitty streams, right? He's still my friend. And God has replaced all of these people in my life. And I mean, it's just like, wow. I mean, it really does blow my mind how big God is and how good God is. And except that we have to be patient. We have to be really fucking patient, which is where I started out with the whole Anders thing, right? I mean, it's like, oh, man, seriously. Oh, he's just losing his fucking mind, right? And I mean, he's my bestie. He's my BFF, man. And he's like, what, I'm just going to fucking lose my mind right now. I can't go on. And, like when your friend says like, shit, I can't go on, I go, I fucking, start doing this kind of shit. What is it, right? No, not that. No, you start, the alarm goes off. You're like, holy shit, right? Your friend is going to fucking possibly talking about committing suicide. And he's not. But what he's doing is he's using hyperbole to say, holy crap. I mean, I'm just like feel so trapped, right, on the hamster wheel, right, that is my life of what's going on. And so I get it. I understand it. But I do not understand everything about the way God works in everyone's life and how they do that for you. For what are you talking about? Okay. For example, if you were you lie awake at night and you think about like having cancer or some shit like that, and you can't picture going through or dealing with a cancer in your life, some shit going on in your life, right? And the reason that you can't picture doing that is because you do not have the grace in your life at the time to deal with the situation that you're going to be dealing with in the future. And therefore, what happens is you think about this shit in the fucking present. And you think about what's going to happen in the future, but you do it minusing the grace of God working in your life that you're going to have at the time, right? You're going to have that supernatural force in your life, if you are a follower of Christ, that is going to bridge that, is going to get you through all that. And so we have an inability to see that right into the future. So it causes us to panic, and it causes us to be scared. And then there's the other thing is Anders is brilliant. He is so smart, man. I met him when I went down to Florida, and it was the coolest thing because I went down to go see Jordan B. Peterson, and he had bought the tickets, right? I mean, way fucking before. And he met me, and it wasn't too long. It was like a month or two into the relationship. He's like, "Hey, do you like Jordan Peterson?" I'm like, "What?" As a matter of fact, I'm pissed. I wish I would have brought in my Jordan Peterson poster. It's actually got ink on it. You understand? That is Sharpie ink that was from a Sharpie marker that Jordan Peterson actually touched. Okay. And then it found its way onto a poster that we were systematically given in a very factory-like way because Jordan Peterson's time is very important. I hate it. Like, it's like the fucking this monster of capitalism, right? I mean, Jordan Peterson's capitalizing, right? He wants to fucking retire, right, with a lot of money. So, cost a lot of money to sit in the fucking second row. Thank you very much, Anders. Thank you very much. I could have never afforded any shit like that. And as a matter of fact, like, Anders can't either. But he bought the tickets, and then I'm sharing a little too much about him, but he'll forgive me. He lost his job because of a prick younger guy he was working for, and he moved to Charlottesville to get a job, and he got screwed. But so he bought these tickets, and anyway, so he's like, you know what? The fucking guy was like, no, fuck it. He asked me, he's like, do you want to go? And I'm like, yes, I want to go. Are you kidding me? I fucking absolutely want to go. Because he was wondering, like, how's a guy like me in Maine come down there in South Carolina, right, to go see Jordan Peterson? And I'm like, no, fuck yes. Of course I'll go, right? So in starts this whole odyssey of moving down to Florida, which is ultimately what's going to happen here. And so I got to go see Jordan B. Peterson with my best friend, like, on the fucking planet, you understand, that came from the TruthSlinger project. Okay. I met him, hugged him, went to coffee with him, listened to an amazing Jordan Peterson lecture about identity with him. And I'll never forget it. It was one of the most amazing times in my life. And let me tell you about this trip now, okay? We had a guy come over here yesterday about the mill, and I sold my mill, and I got a couple of bucks to float on for just a minute or two, which is always good because I sleep better when that happens, right? I don't like this constant, day to day, don't, know what's going on. So we kind of bridged the gap for a little bit. And this fucking guy comes over to sell the mill. And I was talking to him, and I was a nice old chap, and I was really kind of scared because, like I said, selling the mill was a commitment to go get the fuck out of here. But he was a nice old chap, and we got that sold. And I don't remember where I was going with the story, but when I sold it, after I sold it, what was really good is I had this confirmation, like I was a commitment. I'm like, I'm headed a certain direction, right? It's going to take months to get there. And, but it's like somehow I've got to focus on, when it's hard, when it's difficult, when every day just feels like, oh, fuck me, instead of like you wake up in the morning and it's like, it's not like good morning, God. It's like, oh God, it's fucking morning. You understand what I'm talking about? Everyone has had these days, right? And so we that's where he's at. That's why I want you to pray for him. But and I'm in a difficult place because we're moving to Florida. It's full of uncertainty. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. I mean, I just know her parents are sick, and I have to uproot everything that I thought that I came up here for, to live in Maine for, to be like a Maine man, and be manly and shit, And I figured out that once we started this thing, it's like I'm tired of running out to the generator, to put gas in the whole damn thing. Right in we died in the middle of live streams. It's the suckiest shit ever. Like, want to talk about like stressful. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm ready, for something like routine and having shit be the same every day, and the scary part is right now. I mean, you want to talk about? I mean, we'll get to the news fucking eventually, right? I mean, we've been here 35, 40 minutes already. Is that we don't know what the hell is going on right now, man. We don't have a fucking president, right? I mean, that's what I was going to talk to you about, right? I mean, do you want to see more of this? I mean, really, come on now. I mean, seriously, what the fuck is going on right now? Where is it? All right, let's do this for just a second. Come on. There we go. Now, do you want to see this fucking chucklehead talk to you for like, do you want me to waste your time? I could just tell you. She says, it's just a fucking cold. It was a one-off. Everything's fucking fine. There's no problem. It's hard. Being president is hard. Look at the agenda. Look at all the stuff he did before. Look, when I go to buy a fucking car, I don't go, so has it been working throughout its life? How's it been doing? I go, is it running fucking now? Can I get in the key? Can I get in the car? Can I fucking start that bitch? I mean, yeah, well, okay, great. You used to change the oil and shit and all that stuff. You could tell me all that fucking shit. You used to change the oil every time. Your maintenance schedule, you can show me all the bills. And if I get in that fucking car and I goddamn hit that goddamn starter and it goes no sale. No sale. You understand what I'm saying now? But yet, we still got this motherfucking administration. That's what you want to call it. Administration of fucking what? Telling us everything is fucking fine. And you know what? I am going to crush through it because I still got 20, 30 minutes left for the fucking news. You have got to see this, right? And I mean, we went to the fucking, we went out today and we did our errands and, went to the gummy store. So tomorrow we're going to have a show about nostalgia. You're going to want to not miss that. And then next week we're going to be going back into the evening routine. But yeah, we went and did all our stuff, and we get the gummies and fired up and stuff. And I tell you, man, every time I go in that store, there's a girl that works there, sweet girl, and she's just like the way she talks about this politics is like what I see with the president that's like not at the wheel, right? I mean. That's the whole thing. We're not talking about anymore whether a president can beat another president. We're talking about whether the president of the United fucking States of America can think straight enough to fucking. They used to say shit about Donald Trump and the nuclear codes. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Somehow we have reduced the office of the presidency down to, basically a toddler can do it. Isn't that what we're talking about right now? A toddler. Yeah, you saw him. He went out there. He talked to supporters. He went and shook hands. Toddler can do that. Okay? He walked down the stairs. Everything was fine, Toddler can do that. Seriously. And so there have been pushes for cognitive fucking testing. Yep. But let's listen to this. Come on. I want you to be I want you to suffer a little bit through some of the shit.
Right
what I've had to suffer through watching this fucking White House tell you that, man, the piss on your face is just a nice warm rain. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, for the press briefing, Karine Jean-Pierre there at the podium.
And that is something that the president's going to continue to do. And this is why we have said, and I have said this multiple times from here, is that's why the president acknowledges. We get it. We get what Americans are feeling. That's why he's acknowledging.
They get it.
He's not a young man. That's why he's acknowledging. He's a little slower than he used to be in walking and not as smooth as speaking. We get that. But we also want to make sure that we point to the successes that he's had, his record, and we want to continue to build on his unprecedented record. And I'm not going to discount what the American people see or feel. What I can say is what we know from our side of things. We could speak to his record, and we could speak to what the president has been able to acknowledge. And I think that's important too. And that's basically acknowledging what Americans are seeing and feeling.
Well, if you get it, why not release more about his medical, his physical and mental health? Why not?
What we have released has been very comprehensive. It has been.
It has
been transparent.
Transparent.
And
totally.
if you compare it, right? It
Just
has.
compare
we
it
have
to
put
what?
that out there.
If you fucking compare
you
it.
know, and we'll continue to do so. Put that information out there. You know, and MJ, I want to be very clear. I get the question that you're asking me.
You get
but this
it.
is also a president who has had a historic administration. He has. In delivering on legislation, key policies.
Key things.
That is because with age comes wisdom and comes experience.
wisdom.
And I think that matters as well.
Yeah.
Dr.
Think
O'Connor
about
loves
that.
the
Put
debate.
that in your pipe and smoke it.
I believe Dr. O'Connor traveled with us to the debate. So
Did he have any concerns after seeing the president's
not at
debate
all.
performance?
Not
I
at
have
all.
one more question actually, Karine.
Sure.
The campaign's theory of the case for the president staying in the race has been that the president has a better shot of defeating Donald Trump than any other Democrat. We have a new CNN poll that shows the vice president actually has a slightly stronger showing against Donald Trump than the president. So how does the president explain not passing the baton to his own 59-year-old vice president given that kind of data?
So look, as you know, I'm constrained to speaking directly to your poll, and I get it, and I hear the question. I got to be mindful. That is something for the campaign, as you started saying, what the campaign has laid out, their argument of the case. That is something for them to take up, and that is something for them to answer. What I can speak to is the president's record, what I can speak to, what he's been able to accomplish, and the things that he's been able to do and get done is actually in line with majority of Americans, and I think that's important too to note. And again, I will say, with age comes wisdom and experience, and that's certainly something that the president brings. Go ahead.
Karine, we've seen some real anger expressed by donors and Democratic officials, sort of how you guys have handled the president, shielding him away from impromptu settings.
Shielding?
And denying, excuse me, until last week that there had really been any age-related slippage. So I'm wondering if you guys have had a moment to reflect on that strategy, any regret over it, and if, you know,
like
what you would say to folks who think it's arrogant for there not to be either changes towards that strategy or with some of the personnel that are around the president.
And you're talking about the strategy specifically about who's around the president?
least
Is that what
Well,
you're...
I think it's two parts,
Yeah.
right? One is a kind of small, concentrated group of aides that have been with the president for a very long time, and the other is sort of systematic decisions to shield the president from the impromptu moments that we've seen in previous administrations, whether it's press conferences or interviews or you know, just being out in public more frequently.
I mean, look, a couple things there too. This year, the president has done more than 40 interviews.
Oh my God.
And unscripted, right? Those interviews are unscripted.
Okay.
He has done more than 500
This
gaggles,
is like I said,
right?
you know.
Of course, unscripted, talking directly to many of you. No, let me just finish.
Let me just finish.
He enjoys
okay?
doing that. He enjoys engaging with all of
enjoys that.
you.
Let's just stop. Remember, stop, guys. You're in the middle of a car sale. You're there to buy a car that's, you know, they said was running, it was good. You get in the fucking car, and it goes. You understand? Please. You don't understand. This car has traveled thousands of miles across the country. We used to carry women's breast milk for babies in Africa in this car. Who gives a fuck? The car doesn't run right now, right? But this is what she continues to do. She continues to dance about, right?
And we're going to continue making sure that happens. I will say this. Obviously, this is a president that was a senator for 36 years. He was a vice president, as you all know. I'm just repeating things that you all know, for 8 years. And so he has long time, advisors that have been here with him for a long time. I don't think that's unusual. He also has people who are new to the administration that also advise him. Look, I've been in meetings with the president where it's been a diverse group of people, and he sees us, and he knows the reason why we're sitting in front of him is that we have something to share, and he wants to hear from all of us. I've heard him say, "Hey, what do you think? What do you think?" And so my experience has been that world is indeed open, and that he does get to hear from a diverse group of people. That has been my experience. But it is not unusual
Mama's
for
here.
someone who has been
Say hi,
around
Mama.
for
Hi,
that
Mama.
long of time to have a group of people that's been around him for a minute, right? And I think that makes sense. There's nothing about that is nonsensical. That
Right,
actually
nothing,
makes sense.
right? Nothing.
And we're going to
Everything's
continue
fine.
to get him out
Everything
in
is
front of all of you to
fucking
take your
fine here.
questions at a steady drumbeat.
Was that the president does not
Now,
want to schedule events
let me set this up for a second.
after 8 p.m.
Now, after the press briefing, I mean, what we're doing is trying to analyze all the fallout that's going on after. Say hi to Mama. Hi, Mama.
Hi,
Hi, sweetie.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
You feel good after going out today, running errands. It was fun, right? We had a good day, right?
Yeah.
And a little nappy poo. So Mama's with us,
Hi.
and she's looking all weird and tentative as she approaches the microphone, like she's scared to come near it.
I just woke up.
Yeah, she woke up. So be nice to her. Otherwise, I will thrash you and remove you from my circle of friends. If you do not like my wife, you do not like and accept me. Right? So I just been, you know what I did? You woke up. You just woke up, right? So we made it this week. We made it an entire fucking week, and we did episodes every single day.
Yep.
And I got on today, and I talked about our trip to Europe. I talked about our trip to England.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I talked all about it. Was it fun? Did you enjoy yourself in England?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it
I had
neat?
a great time.
Yeah, we were running around like crazy sons of bitches, right?
It was hot.
It was hot. I told them about that. Yeah, I said that they were like the fan salesman, the Indian fan salesman was the richest guy in England at the time.
Yeah.
Because it was this crazy ass shit. So anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm just showing them what's going on with the news regarding Karine Jean-Pierre covering like crazy. They're still sticking with the same, he had a cold and,
Really?
all that. Yeah. And the biggest thing that I'm focusing on tonight is the fact that, people are going, hey, wasn't the doctor with him? And I mean, I said this days ago, right?
Right.
Wasn't the doctor right in the fucking next to him, like right before the debate, right after the debate? And if the doctor isn't walking around with Joe Biden at this point, what kind of fucking administration are you? I mean, look, clearly you can look at the man and say, yeah, he's not. They're admitting. She says all the time. She goes, hey, we admit it. I'll give you that. He admits it. He's not a young man. He's this, that, and the other thing. Well, you know what? If you're fucking okay, if you're admitting and going, yeah, we have concerns because he's really fucking elderly and all this kind of shit. Don't you think it would be like, yes? And the doctor is on him 24/7.
Should be.
Right? Don't you think? Don't you fucking think they should be going around? He should have a blood pressure cuff. He should have shit embedded under his skin. Okay, I'm sorry. Am I too hot? He should have shit embedded under his skin, right? He's the president of the fucking United States of America. Oh, but no. You know what? What the fuck? February. Well, I think he had a fucking, well, we've been totally transparent about the whole fucking thing, Don't you think he should have a fucking, examination right now? Oh, no. Well, no.
No, that's not necessary.
Well, what about a cognitive test? No. The doctor says no. Really? The doctor that's been at his side like 24/7 all the time, monitoring him, that didn't notice he had a fucking cold before he went to a goddamn debate? Come on, people. That was the most important debate of fucking human history. Are you telling me that the fucking doctor was not involved to make sure that he was fucking totally hopped up? I mean, come on. So anyway, I'm gonna tell him about our trip today. Did you have a nice time outside? Was weather in Maine beautiful fucking today?
Oh my goodness, it was like 72.
I'm gonna let the dog in. Tell him about our drive today. Wasn't it beautiful?
It was a beautiful, lovely drive on the way to get gummies and other things. But it's beautiful up here. The weather's so great, and it's not humid at all.
It was like 74 degrees today. Holy shit, man. Hey, you handled that toss pretty good for somebody who just got out of bed. That was pretty good. I had to let the dog in. You see, the complications of working in our life, and then also, having to do a news show and then having to service a need to smoke marijuana every few minutes. And, I mean, it's complicated, right? We have a complicated fucking life. So anyway, I'm going to put this bimbo on. Yeah. Because that's what she is, right? She's a diversity hire. She's cute as hell. You think she? I'm not into black chicks, man. Right? I'm just not.
I think she's pretty.
And I'm not into lesbians because lesbians aren't into me, right? So that's just pointless, I mean, the threesome action is fine, There was that.
No, don't go
and
there.
never mind.
Oh my
so,
God.
Right, but
How
she's
old are you?
old enough to have a threesome. Okay, so she's cute and shit, but and I get what the appeal is, but this intersectional ridiculous person here. She's on the plane, and let's listen to her giving basically the same kind of fucking line on Air Force One, right? Talking to people that are very, very concerned about Joe Biden not being there, right?
Was that the president does not want to schedule events after 8 p.m. The president's time is his most valuable asset. Can you tell me a little bit about how he's going to be able to govern and campaign effectively if he is shortening the amount of time that is available for those duties?
And you said something at the top, which is really true. The president's time is one of the most valuable things that we have, right? I'm going to be really mindful and not speak to private
mindful. We're being mindful.
But there's a couple things I do want to say here. Is that, look, the president works around the clock. It's a 24/7 job.
He works around the
365
fucking...
days.
Do you believe that Joe Biden works around the clock, Jen?
No.
Come on.
No.
Wait a minute.
Come on, man.
Oh, there you go.
Do you really believe that Joe Biden works around the clock? Do you think anybody fucking believes Joe Biden works around the clock?
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Seriously. But we're being shoveled this shit, and we're being told, open your mouth. Just take it. It's good. Just chew it for a little bit.
leaving.
Just move it around in your mouth. Like, get it to the back where your taste buds are.
Days out of the year, obviously. He also recognizes the importance of striking a balance and taking care of himself.
He's striking a balance to take care of himself because all reasonable human beings, right? You, woman person, as a human being, a normal human being that goes through life, right? You need to have a little bit of physical fitness in your life. You need to have a little bit of, recreation in your life. You need to have a little bit of work in your life. You have to understand that there needs to be a fucking balance.
The circle of life.
The circle of life. Right? You need to have that shit. And the spokes need to be all the same. You know what I'm saying? Fuck me. It's the president of the fucking United States. I don't want balance from the fucking president of the United States. I want him to be a fucking madman. I want him to be a fucking maniac. I want him to be like everybody in the fucking world is scared to death of the president. And I want this guy up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go, if, a mouse farts in fucking Africa somewhere, he knows it. And we're sitting here making fucking excuses for a goddamn president that everybody knows is functioning at the level of a fucking toddler. And I'm so mad about it. And everybody that I know is so mad about it. Because it's like basically somebody coming up to you and going, oh, how do you like that? No, really, it's cool. And they whip their dick out and they smack you in the face with it.
What's with the visuals?
I'm sorry, but that's what I fucking feel like. Okay? And they're like, you know what, Dad? I'm just kissing you on the cheek. And I'm like, no, you just slapped me in the face with your penis. The whole pissing on your face and it's rain analogy is old. It's fucking old. No, you're not. You're staying right fucking there. Okay? Right? I mean, seriously, this is like being whacked in the face with a penis. Okay? But let's continue.
All have to. We are all humans. The president is human as well. He shared that view with governors and took ownership of trying to do too much in the lead up to the debate. That was the conversation. But if you think about, and you'll hear the president talk about this, you've heard me talk about this, you think about the 3.5 years of this presidency and what he's been able to do, and it's been unprecedented and historic, whether it's reaching across the...
Now listen to this.
Historic.
Even in the fucking middle of this goddamn media meltdown, this bitch, cunt, woman, media fucking person in her question is saying media talking points that are fed to the media from the fucking White House directly. Do you hear this question is absolutely nothing more than what this diversity hire cunt said before. And the press, this is your fucking press. This is your fucking press. Can you imagine if I were in the fucking room? Can you imagine if I were in the fucking room? Okay? None of this nonsense would be going. I'd be like, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, the debate the other night, the president was a potato. What are we doing about that? What are we fucking doing about that? I'm sorry, you don't have the proper decorum. You're out of line, you're ruining it for the fucking rest of us, young man. Fucking A. This is not a real press corps. This is not, is it? These people. But you know what? Because they need to have a fucking career after Donald Trump's going to be fucking president, they got to ask some of the questions.
Breaking news.
What's breaking? Wait, breaking news? Did you just say breaking news?
I did.
Uh-oh. What's going on, my love?
Biden is reportedly experiencing a medical emergency.
Oh!
Air Force One.
No.
Press access revoked.
Are you fucking playing with me right now?
Now, I don't know who this person is that's doing this.
Are you playing with me?
No.
Are you playing with me?
No.
Are we really?
I don't know.
Are we really doing this? Are we really breaking news?
Yep. I just received a tip from an anonymous source. My source says that Joe Biden is currently experiencing a medical emergency on Air Force One. As I type this. 15 minutes ago. Is this
all right. Somebody called it. One of our viewers already. One of our commenters.
Is this
last few days
really
ago.
an emergency, or are they going to fake something so that he?
No. All right. Let's speculate. Let's all speculate, shall we? Shall we speculate? Let's speculate.
Okay.
Because that's what the media does all the time. Their bread and butter is speculation. Let's speculate together.
This happened an hour after he committed to another debate with President Trump.
No, that's not going to happen. We all knew that wasn't going to happen. We just didn't know why it wasn't going to happen.
What kind of medical emergency?
I think, you know what they're going to do? They're going to fucking say he had a stroke or some shit, right? Here's what's going to happen. The Coon, I think, yesterday said something about that. He's going to have a medical emergency.
Yeah.
We just didn't know what the timing
could
was.
back
And
out.
I said, you know what? If you think about it, isn't that the cleanest way out?
Yeah.
It is, right? It's the cleanest way out. So, wow.
Wow, Kamala Mamala.
Uh
She's up at bat.
oh, here we go.
We got breaking news.
We broke news. I broke wind a little too.
I'm leaving.
I'm sorry. No, don't
deserve
leave.
this.
Don't leave.
Oh my god.
This show is better with her, right? Rather than without. When she's not here, I cry and then I tell inappropriate things about our past. So now she's going to have to go back and watch the show to understand what I told you before and what. See, because now she doesn't know what you know about her.
Oh god.
Yeah. So that's so in the way this goes, right?
Yay.
But then-
I know where you sleep.
Yeah, that is a problem. You know, the Elena Bobbitt thing and everything. You know?
Oh.
She knows where the knives are. So, and I, unlike most American men, have a dick. So I'm scared sometimes.
So I'm checking on this breaking news. I don't know. We'll see.
Man, that's a big deal. That's a big deal, man. Medical
this could
emergency.
be
I mean,
it.
like what? They didn't have that during the last few presidential terms. I've known that. I have found that they're flying on Air Force One and there's a fucking medical emergency with the president. When was the last time in history? I bet you that's never happened. Probably.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you
I
say?
mean, I can't believe it. This is really something.
It's big. Yeah, it's big. It's big.
And you know,
I don't think
we're
tomorrow.
not-
I don't think tomorrow they're gonna go prop him up in front of a teleprompter. I don't think he's doing the interview. What? Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute.
It's not even on Fox yet.
No. Wait a minute.
Oh, he had. The
Oh,
interview.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is today Friday? Oh, fuck me. This is the George Snuffleupagus interview tonight.
Yeah, but it's not live. So he.
Who
already
cares?
He probably already did it.
You think?
Yes, it's 8:00 at night.
Okay, but he's right now on a plane having a medical emergency. How much you want to fucking bet he didn't do that thing? Where is it? You have it?
I'm looking. Yeah, debate performance. Nobody's fault but mine. He says.
An
hour ago, I got clips.
so they're
this
from
er-
Snuffleupagus'
this
interview?
emergency- Yeah. So
All
this
right, we're going to
emergency-
talk about that tomorrow. Well, I don't know,
Okay.
maybe on whatever, maybe Monday, whatever. Huh?
What?
All right, so he did it. He did the interview. He did the Snuffleupagus interview?
Yeah.
Right. So, okay, all right. Okay, so it didn't.
So
They
this-
didn't do this medical emergency to get him out of the interview.
No.
No, I really want to see this interview now, right?
Yes. You know? Do you know that this medical emergency is still not on Fox News yet?
What?
Well, because you got to verify.
See, now that is why you need to stay with us, because when we break wind,
Oh my God.
we bring it to you
Fix it.
immediately. We fix it. When we break news, we fix it. Yeah. You get it here first, baby. And you get it with all this charm, humor, all this kind of stuff. I'm sort of ignoring the chat today. And I told them I'm ignoring the chat because
Oh.
we're just sort of flowing today. Right?
Okay.
And
Flowing.
I might look at it once in a while.
that
Let me
what you
see.
call it?
See what's going on. So yeah,
Yeah.
wow, we're breaking news. Holy shit, that's
Too many
crazy.
blood thinners. Yep.
Uh-oh, God, President Kamala, ew. I would agree.
Oh my God.
And at least Denise is vibing to my breaking wind joke. So we got like 2 people in the chat tonight. It's awesome. It's Denise and well, Grey Wolf is here, but it's pretty much Denise and Jeff.
Jeff.
So cool. I'm entertaining 2 people.
favorite
I'm so happy
people.
about that. I'll do it.
2 favorite people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll do that. I don't care if anybody else is here. But eventually they will come. If you build it, they will come. Right? That's what they say. So wow,
So
okay.
what is this medical emergency? Is he going to be incapacitated? Is he dying? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did they do it to him?
I don't know.
You know how easy it would be? I mean,
Well, Yes.
If you were into that kind of thing.
Well, yes. I mean, the guy is already doddering and out of his mind. He doesn't know what's going on. My understanding is that dementia comes with obstinance.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that people like
They're the last ones
to know
and admit that there's a problem.
Right.
They
right.
think everyone else is out to get them.
Right. So they've got to deal with that shit, right?
Yeah, apparently his people are scared to death that they're going to do something wrong, they're going to say something wrong, they're afraid of him.
Right, ruled by fear.
Yeah.
Well, but how is that much different than Kamala Harris's office? Okay. What's the?
Everybody
She's
hates
got
her.
the like highest turnover like ever. Right. I'm sounding like Trump. I'm sounding like Trump, right?
Ever.
It's the worst ever. But I mean, she is. She was the worst
That's
ever.
a lie. It's not the worst ever. I mean,
I know.
is
They do that
you
shit
back
all
that
the
up?
time, right? It is. This is the worst economy ever, isn't it? For you and me, it is. Pfft, don't you feel it? I feel that way, right? That's what voters fucking feel like. Oh, no. He's lying. He's lying. It's not the worst economy ever. The worst economy ever was in 1635. It was actually when the gulags raided the Gothrocks in someplace in fucking Central Asia. That was the worst economy ever. We have a good economy.
This medical emergency thing is so bad. We're not going to be able to critique him now or criticize him now because
He's a phoebe.
Oh,
Oh man, come on.
and Gunther says this
Jesus.
is all scripted.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Medical emergency literally hours after stating he was not going to drop out.
How big do you think their presidential library is going to be? It's going to be a big.
Where's Hunter?
Big presidential. Where's Hunter? Probably someplace that you can't extradite.
Oh,
Is that the word?
he's in the air. They're in the air.
Well, Hunter's probably fleeing right now to I don't know,
Jamaica.
some country where there's no treaty.
Okay.
This is the Democratic Party.
This
right?
is, I mean, if they've been hopping him up on all this stuff, no wonder he didn't have a
glasses. Go ahead.
medical emergency. I mean, you can't take someone like that and give them whatever they've been giving him, adrenaline and cocaine or whatever. I don't know.
Here's what's going on right now. And I love it. Isn't it fun?
Yeah.
They are totally running around, panicked out of their motherfucking minds right now. I mean, we've heard all the scenarios, what's going to happen after fucking he's gone. Like, if they can't give the money to the other party and shit, it's like there's problems. Just like all sorts of problems here going on, right? So, I don't know, man. Wow.
All right. Someone called, let's see.
It's on a Friday, too.
Now, wait.
This is a news dump night. I mean, generally, Friday nights are news dumps.
I got another guy saying that this is not true.
Oh.
So
am I
don't,
saying...
no. I'll keep up on it.
But I did this thing over here.
I know.
I did this. You made me do that.
Why is she barking?
Well, because there's something to bark at outside. I don't know. I think I know everything. I did the thing, okay?
I know. Breaking. Biden is rumored to have a medical emergency in Air Force One right now.
And it's not fucking true.
I don't know.
I feel raped. I feel raped right now. I do. I feel violated.
I'm sorry.
Why did you do that to me?
What?
You're supposed to be.
Did I take you on a little roller coaster of
Did you
emotion?
verify your source before I went live with this? Did you? Did you verify your source?
I told you.
You told
who it
me,
was.
and then. Well, I assumed it was verified source. It wasn't verified?
I don't know.
Oh my
Don't
God.
act like that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to retract. Do I need to make a retraction? Am I retracting at this point? We don't know.
We're in a
We don't know. We're in a
standby. Breaking unconfirmed reports now indicate he may have had a medical emergency on Air Force One. This is Douglas McGregor.
He's been in a constant medical emergency since the debate. If you've seen any of his follow-up, he's in currently a medical state of emergency. It's called advanced dementia. Ooh. And come on, man. Right? I'm going to spare you. I'm going to spare you the rest of the stupid in-air press briefing on Air Force One. Because it's just more of the same shit, right? Same shit, different day. They're pretending that everything is just fine with Joe Biden. But Joe Biden just today said that in order to shut him up, they tell him, Mr. President, we've closed all the roads. He said that. I mean, this is like for real. He gave away the code phrase for shut the fuck up. And what else did he do? What other thing did he do that he fumbled and bumbled through? I don't know. Not good. Not good. So, he's out there, Kareem's just saying he's out there. He's going to be doing these things. And no, nobody's fucking buying this. It's just like, this is fucking Weekend at Bernie's, people. Remember the movie? They made a fucking Hollywood movie about shit like this.
Yeah. I bookmarked something.
I want to go. You know what I want to do? I want to watch Weekend at Bernie's. Should we watch? Can we you got time after we get off, right? What are you gonna do, right? You want to go watch Weekend at Bernie's? Let's watch Weekend at Bernie's. Because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna clip shit out of it. Okay. Right? I want to clip shit out of it because tomorrow is gonna be really, really fun if I do. Because this is what our administration is. We're being run by a fucking president that is like a total.
Coco.
Come
here.
I don't know what the fuck's going on over there.
She's barking. You got a kitty cat, huh?
All right.
You have a kitty cat cornered.
Kids. All right. I'm done. We did it. I pushed this motherfucker across. Oops. I'm sorry. I pushed this bitch across the fucking finish line, right?
Yep.
I did it.
Okay.
5 episodes at night, 5 episodes during the day.
Yep.
Fucking did it. It was hard.
It was hard. Especially with
yeah, well, as you can see, 4th of July, we had 4th of July. You were here, and we're fucking hilarious when we're drunk. And so,
we gotta not pull a Nick Ricada though.
Right? No. But I tend to be a little bingy. I tend to be a little bingy when I drink. So, and you too. You too. Admit it, you too. Okay. So we bought a couple of tall ones on the way home. Stop! Hey, stop!
Come here, baby.
See, now the beautiful thing is I used to fucking lose my mind. Like, if this would happen during a TNT radio, I would really lose my mind. But this is my life, and people tune in because this is my life. And I have no fucking idea why you vibe to that or why you're interested in that. No. But we love the fact that you are, and we are excited that you're here. We're happy to have you. We always are. We're not going to be on tomorrow doing our morning show.
No, but
we're going to have a nostalgia show probably in the evening sometime when we feel like coming on. Stop! Please. Stop. Then Sunday we're going to be doing church. And Monday, we're going to wind this shit up and do it all fucking over again.
Oh, my God.
Now, the goal is next week to do it entirely and completely sober. Isn't that the goal?
That's the goal.
That's the fucking goal, right?
Yeah, I go back to counseling on Monday. So
right. And you can't go back to the counselor and tell the counselor that. Well, yeah, I'm drinking. What? I mean, it's not a good idea to tell the counselor that, you pretty much. Because, probably along with all the other OCD and FND and EQB and 936, you've got all that shit going on, right?
Yeah.
Probably drinking isn't the best idea on top of all that, but you know what?
It's really
the
bad
heart
for my
wants what the heart wants.
Oh my God, I hate you. My stomach hurts.
And whose fault is that? Have you ever heard the term codependent?
Does it matter?
Have you ever heard the term?
fault it
Have you
is?
ever heard the term codependent? Yeah, that's me, and that's my honey bear.
We are
Codependent.
we are the what are they called? The Bobbsey twins? No.
Bobbsey twins. No, we enjoy you here. We do. We enjoy you here very much. And next week we're gonna, like I said, try. That's all we can do is try to get better. You know, we made some mistakes this week. There were some things I wish I could have done over.
We're here to make you feel better about your life.
Well, no, and that's the goddamn truth. I mean, it is. You know, the thing that I put on the morning show is I say, you know, I want to figure this shit out together.
Yep.
And I mean, can there be any truer statement? I mean, if you're not like feeling like what the fuck is going on right now, you're not paying attention to the news. You're just not paying attention to what the hell is going on. Right now, like we should light our hairs on fire and like Richard Pryor and have our asses catching and be running around in the front yard. I mean, that's how bad shit is, right? So anyway, I don't know. We're leaving the show right now, and we still do not. Do we have a confirmation? Is our president a potato? Is he brain dead, fully dead, heart attack? Plane went down. The fuck? Anything? Anything?
No, everyone's still. I only have one